All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And a nice spin into some open field. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Throw over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard.
On first down, Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. So out come the Falcons now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin with a run by Crowell across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Darnold eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Over! Gun!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19!
They'll set up to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A first down throw, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on second down is Darnold. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On first down, it's Darnold. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Darnold from the gun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch up. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice. And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game. Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Leopard! They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. On second down, Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. They're going to look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So we've hit halftime here at... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw is Darnold. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They go play action here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now let's go! Green, 39!
Now the pitch to Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be second and goal. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now, Barney.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's a give to Crowell. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Forced out to his left. Now, it's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it in, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Lee picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options.
Gone! 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 Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Here's Darnold. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A very solid gain of 27.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 45.
Darnold on 1st down. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Coleman now. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Shane Ray able to drop him for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing deep here for Coleman. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Wiggles free. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Hut!
2nd down and 10, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit!
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
4 down, check. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught. Jones. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch, one-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. Green!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the take a hit as they drop to 7.